Everybody got movies, kids, and calculators out? Anybody work at the movie theater in here? No? I usually have one in every class that works there.
My sister does.
Does she?
Emma does.
Okay.
She's a
All right, local movie theater sells tickets for $6, but they also offer a reduced price ticket of $4 for children under the age of 12. Lately, the theater manager has been suspecting that teenagers are buying children's tickets to save money. Y'all ever buy a child?
I do that. Or what? Actually,
Buy a child's ticket when you're not a child. Yeah.
But you look like a child, yes. Because you don't.
Only some people get away with it. Okay. Okay, so the manager asked you to do a little research, okay? She wants to know what % of the tickets being sold are children's tickets. So to answer this, you must determine how many of each type were purchased for the current showing of the movie Sunshine's Revenge. Okay, so we have total people.
Sunshine's Revenge! Yes!
Okay, you walk into the back of the theater while the movie is showing and you count 46 people in the theater. Okay, and then next you go to the ticket booth. While the money takers do not know how many of each type of ticket were sold, they do know that the showing of Sunshine's Revenge earned $238. Okay, so you know how many people came and you know how much money they spent on the tickets. Okay, so for the situation described above, if A is the number of adult tickets and C is the number of children's tickets sold, what two equations could be used to relate A and C? So we need two equations, one about total people and one about the total money, and we have adult tickets and children's tickets. How much are adult tickets?
$6.
Okay, so when you're looking at money, you're going to have money and everything. So, and if they brought in a total of $238, what equation could we write? We don't know how many of each ticket, but we know how much. Okay. Equals, good. There's a start.
6A plus 4B.
I mean 6A plus 4C. Yes, good. Okay. Now, what about the total people? A plus C? Or A plus C equals 46, either way. Okay. Okay, so now what we have is a system that we can solve. Okay, solve the system and answer the original question. So how could we solve this system? If A plus C equals 46.
Wait, what's it called?
Substitution.
You can do substitution.
Okay.
The one where you, wait.
It's substitution.
Well, there's another. What else
Or
could you do?
elimination. Elimination,
You
yeah,
can-
that's what
You
it's
can
No.
use the calculator.
How?
No.
You move like either the C or the A over.
Okay.
Just use one of them as Y.
Yeah, you could. You'd have to do it in both of them, though, wouldn't you? You could do it that way. Okay, I say, you want to do substitution or elimination?
Elimination.
Elimination. Okay. What are you going to multiply this top equation by?
-4.
-4? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll multiply it by -4. So we'll have -4A. Then what?
Minus 4C.
Minus 4C equals, somebody do 46 times -4.
Negative 184.
Okay. Then we have 6A plus 4C equals 238. And then which ones eliminate?
The
C.
C.
C. So what's -4A and 6A?
2A equals
-184 plus 238.
Was 54.
54?
27.
Why am I dividing by A? How about if we divide by 2? And then A equals 27, so what does that tell you? There are 27 what?
Adult.
27 plus C.
27 adults. So 27 people bought adult tickets, right? And then where do you want to plug it in this first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll, A plus C equals 46. We'll plug in 27 for A. So 27 plus C equals 46. Subtract 27. 19. Okay, So up here, we can say that A equals 27 and C equals 19. Okay, so what percent? How do we do percent here?
27 over 46.
Okay, good. You do the total, don't you? Now, she wants to know what percent, what is the question? What percent of the tickets being sold are children's tickets? So we want to do 19 over 46. So we do 19 divided by 46.
41.3%.
Okay, right, so then you have to move the decimal over 2 places to get the percent, or you can do times 100. And 41.3%
Of the crowd.
of the people, or the tickets, maybe? How about that? Or children's. Okay, this is an example of a real life systems problem. There's 2 more. And these are like the problems you're going to be doing here in a minute. Okay, for some reason in our history class there are 14 more boys than there are girls. If a total of 32 students are in the class, how many boys and how many girls are there?
There's probably 18 boys. Oh wait.
Well, okay, let's go with variables. What do you want to call, name a variable and name it what it is. What 2 things do we have going on up here?
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls, number of boys, number of girls. What do you want to pick for your variables?
B and G.
Okay. B equals number of boys. G equals number of girls. And if you want to pick X and Y, you can. It really doesn't matter. You just have to label what's what, though. Okay, so then we have 2 equations. Can you give me one of them?
B equals A plus 14.
Okay, I mean G.
G,
Yeah,
sorry.
G plus
Mine
14.
looks like an A on my head.
Okay, because?
Because the boys, the number of boys and girls, the number of girls plus 14.
Yes, because there's 14 more boys and girls. So we have more boys than we do girls. We have the number of girls plus 14. And then what's the other equation?
B plus G equals 32.
Good. B plus G equals 32. Okay, and what would be a good way to solve this system? Substitution, because we have 1 by itself. So we're going to substitute G plus 14 in for that B. So we'll have G plus 14, that's going in place of the B here, plus G equals 32. So what would be next?
2G.
Okay, equals 32. Then subtract 14 and 2G equals, is that 18? So G is 9. Okay, then it says check the reasonableness of the solution. Well, how could we even check to see if
9
this is
plus
good?
14.
Or
Okay,
20 or 30.
where would I put
32
this?
minus 9. You can do that.
Okay, you can do that. Let's plug it in for the number of boys. So how many boys are there?
23.
Okay, then how could you check to see if you're right?
Plug it into B plus G equals 32.
Let's do that. 9 plus 23 equals 32. Is 9 and 23 equal to 32? Yes, so that checks. Okay, so there are 9 girls, sorry, and 23 boys. Okay, last but not least, the school spent $4,650 last year to purchase 100 new calculators. Some were fancy graphing calculators that cost $105 each, but the rest were cheap scientific calculators that only cost $15. How many of each kind were purchased? Okay, what do you want to call graphing calculator? Fancy graphing calculator.
TI-4.
That's right. F, G, what? Which one do you like? F for fancy?
Yes.
Okay. F equals fancy graphing calculators.
C for cheap.
Okay. C is cheap scientific calculators. I like C better than S. S always looks like a 5. Okay, so what two equations do we have?
F plus C equals 4650.
Okay, that's, no, F plus C would equal, actually, what would it? That would equal 100, because you're saying the number of
All
fancy
right.
calculators
Right.
plus the number of cheap calculators. Okay, and the other equation though, it does have 4650 in
F times
105
105.
it. Okay. And then
plus 15.
plus C times 15 or 15C equals 4,650. Solve that one however you would like. I'll go ahead and solve it.